So these are from Travis.
Oh. Oh, these are so beautiful.
Love, music, and drama are all swirling as Taylor Swift heads toward her wedding season while staying firmly in pop culture spotlight. First up, reports say her homemade gift to Selena Gomez sparked online backlash, with some calling the small business sticker joke out of touch, while others shrugged it off as classic Swift humor. And then, insiders hint Travis Kelce is already plotting to outdo his six-figure Valentine's gift with a dramatic wedding countdown filled with flower deliveries. And next, Travis revealed he had to explain the legendary 16th hole to Taylor like it was sports mythology.
I can't pass that up. I was telling Taylor, it's like, no, sweetie, I have to go. I'm sorry. Yeah. I have to do this.
While also sharing their shared love for music after Taylor shouted him out online. Meanwhile, fact checks question rumors that Jay-Z shut Taylor out of the Super Bowl halftime stage, even as her career keeps smashing global records before her wedding.
Jay-Z has always been very good to me.
Yes.
Our teams are really close. That's not like an official offer or an official or like a conference room conversation.
Apparently, we're all living in Taylor Swift's sourdough era now, and the internet has opinions, big ones. The pop powerhouse, fresh off wrapping her Eras tour back in December 2024, has been knee-deep in flower and feelings, channeling what she once described on Travis Kelce's New Heights podcast as full-on 1700s grandma energy.
It's like, I'd say all my hobbies could be categorized as like hobbies you could have had in the 1700s. The sourdough's taken over my life in a huge way. I'm really talking about bread 60% of the time now. It's become a huge factor.
According to insiders, she's been baking nonstop, texting friend for crumb critiques, tweaking rise times like she's in the finals of the Great British Bake Off, Billionaire Edition. Her latest batch? A blueberry lemon sourdough loaf lovingly gifted to Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Cute, right? Bestie vibes, cozy carbs, except the loaf came with stickers, and one of those stickers lit the internet on fire. Alongside a cheeky line about baking because murder is wrong, there was another gem, a thank you for supporting my small business label. That's the one that had Reddit practically clutching its pearls. Some users were fuming, calling it delusional and wildly out of touch. A few self-identified small business owners felt the joke landed like a brick, arguing that when one of the wealthiest women on the planet jokes about running a small business, it doesn't exactly scream relatable. Others piled on with peak internet sarcasm, saying it was cringe times 1,000, or joking that it was a billionaire cosplaying as broke. A couple of commenters even speculated she probably grabbed the stickers in bulk online somewhere and called it a day. Meanwhile, a handful of cooler heads suggested maybe it was just that, a joke, but still felt the phrase wasn't really hers to play with, given her bank account could probably buy the entire sourdough industry if it felt like it. Taylor's baking obsession is genuinely her stress relief and passion project, and she's been handing out loaves like Oprah handing out cars. And apparently Travis looked at all that wholesome flower power and said, "That's cute, babe, now watch this." Because if you thought six-figure Valentine's gifts were extra, buckle up. Sources are whispering that Travis is plotting a full-blown wedding countdown spectacle that sounds less like romance and more like a military operation, but make it floral. Word is he already dropped serious cash for Valentine's Day. We're talking a Rolex that costs more than most people's cars and a designer varsity jacket that probably has its own security detail, and now he's gearing up to outdo himself. Again. Starting 100 days before the big day, Taylor will allegedly get flower deliveries. Not just once, not twice. We're talking at 100 days, 50 days, 30 days, and then every single day during the final month. Yes, daily. Florists are probably stretching as we speak. The bouquets are said to include all her favorites. Roses in every color imaginable, hydrangeas, orchids, basically the entire botanical garden pulling up to her door like, surprise!
So these are from Travis.
Oh. Oh, these are so beautiful. I love that he doesn't even have to sign them anymore.
Sources claim Travis wants her completely overwhelmed in the best way possible, wrapped in petals and perfume and main character energy. And honestly, this tracks. These two have never done anything halfway. They started dating back in July 2023, kept it low-key for a hot second, and then boom, she popped up at one of his games and the internet lost its collective mind. Fast forward to August 26, 2025, and they're announcing their engagement with a cheeky caption about an English teacher and a gym teacher tying the knot. Subtle? Never heard of her. And now apparently we can add golf commentator to Travis's growing resume because the man recently found himself explaining the legendary 16th hole to Taylor Swift like it was a sacred historical monument. On his New Heights podcast, Travis got into why he suited up for the Pro-Am at the Waste Management Phoenix Open, and insiders say he was basically glowing about it. He reportedly called the 16th hole at TPC Scottsdale his personal mecca, which, if you know golf, is not a casual statement.
It didn't disappoint. Waste Management crowd is so they're so lit and so excited and so there for those moments that it didn't disappoint, man. It was so much fun. This is the mecca. This is like reaching the Super Bowl of like golf world.
That hole is chaos in the best way. It's loud, it's rowdy, it's basically the Super Bowl of golf holes. Imagine a stadium vibe, but everyone's holding a 7-iron instead of shoulder pads. Sources say Travis described the atmosphere like it was a bucket list moment, emphasizing that the crowd absolutely showed up and showed out. The 16th is famous for fans going wild, and apparently it lived up to the hype. Meanwhile, Taylor didn't attend the event, but eagle-eyed fans noticed she quietly liked to post about it later. Subtle support, queen behavior. Insiders spill that Travis had to break down the significance of the hole to Taylor, explaining why golfers treat it like the ultimate stage. You can just picture him animatedly describing the energy, probably using football analogies, while she nods like she's prepping for a surprise concept album called Fairway Feelings. And honestly, it tracks. The guy thrives in big noisy arenas, whether it's Arrowhead Stadium or a golf course that feels like Coachella with polos.
I had that as a bucket list item in my mind of like, yeah, there's unbelievable courses all over the world, but if I could ever get a shot at the 16th hole at Waste Management, I can't pass that up. I was telling Dennis, like, no, sweetie, I have to go. I'm sorry. Yeah. I have to do this. And I was staring at the ball this long. I don't remember doing that.
And now he's apparently thriving in the group chat too because Taylor just gave him a very public digital high five. Taylor recently reposted one of Travis's Instagram moments to her stories, and insiders say this wasn't just random fiancé promo. It was a full-on music nerd soft launch. The post in question features screenshots of Travis sliding into the DMs of producer Chris Lake, and not in a messy way, in a hey we love your beats kind of way. Sources say the exchange revealed that both Travis and Taylor are big fans of Lake's work, and somehow this casual fangirl fanboy moment turned into a remix of Taylor's track Opalite. Casual couple activity, right?
I genuinely can't do that much more of that. Yeah, bang. I'm a Swiftie now.
Apparently Travis was hyping up the remix hard, letting Lake know Taylor was into it too, and that her team would be reaching out. Very supportive fiancé energy. Lake even made it clear he had Travis's blessing before sharing the messages, which is hilarious because imagine needing NFL approval to post DMs about a remix. This little online interaction gave fans a rare peek into something they genuinely bond over: music. Not stadium lights, not red carpets, just vibing over tracks like two people arguing over who controls the aux cord. And Swift reposting it? That was basically her stamp of approval, like, yep, this one's mine. Meanwhile, the internet is also busy arguing over whether Taylor might ever hit the stage at the Super Bowl halftime show or just keep owning the charts from the sidelines. People have been dreaming about a Swift halftime performance for years because of her monster popularity, but the real story isn't about demand, it's about the direction the show is taking. Sources hint that entertainment giant Rock Nation, which has been steering halftime production since 2019, is leaning harder into bold artistic statements instead of playing it safe with guaranteed crowd magnets. According to reports, the philosophy associated with Jay-Z is that the halftime stage should feel like cultural fireworks rather than just a greatest hits party. Industry chatter suggests the vision now is to pick performances that spark conversation long after the confetti settles. One insider summed it up in a brutally honest way by saying Taylor is basically a ratings machine, but the new strategy isn't about chasing ratings alone anymore. The focus is said to be on shows that feel daring, slightly risky, and maybe even a little controversial if it means creating a historic pop culture moment. The success of recent performances, including the massive audience numbers pulled by shows featuring acts like Bad Bunny, reportedly strengthened this direction. The executives were impressed by how that performance blended mainstream appeal with a distinct artistic flavor that kept people talking long after kickoff. Meanwhile, Swift's own global empire is still basically unstoppable, tours selling out like limited edition sneakers, concert films smashing streaming charts, and TV appearances triggering viewership spikes like caffeine shots to the entertainment system. While the buzz about stages, streams, and stadium romance keeps spinning, good news is dropping for Taylor Swift as she heads toward her wedding season in high spirits, riding another wave of career fireworks that feels almost suspiciously smooth for someone juggling love life and global domination at the same time. She was over the moon after learning she once again topped the global artist rankings, proving that her 2025 run wasn't just loud, it was historically loud in the kind of way industry folks keep using when they don't know what else to call unstoppable. The announcement came from the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry, which confirmed that Swift held the #1 spot on the global artist chart for the 4th year in a row. Industry chatter says, this milestone basically feels like she's collecting crowns the way some people collect sneakers, casually but relentlessly. The win marked her 6th overall Global Artist of the Year title, a number that nobody else has managed to touch across the past decade, which is the kind of stat that makes music analysts either clap slowly or stare into the distance thinking about career longevity. Her 2025 success wasn't built on one viral moment, but on a full assault across streaming, physical releases, and digital platforms. With the album, Taylor Swift released her 12th studio project titled The Life of a Showgirl, plus the documentary The End of an Era, extending the tour's cultural hangover long after the lights went dark. Analysts describe the campaign as textbook strategic saturation. Vinyl collectors were happy, playlist listeners were happy, and fans who still buy physical copies were absolutely thriving like it was 2008 again. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.